Alright, hello, I'm Rob, the creator of Scrap Factory, and hopefully you're watching this so that you're wanting to get more information on becoming a designer for Scrap Factory. So one of the things that you have to think about when you're creating, it's a new way of thinking. No longer think one SVG. I'm just going to give one SVG out. If you take, for example, the Scrap Factory straight out of the box, you have 8 girls, you have 8 boys, all their heads fit on the same bodies, all the outfits fit on the same bodies. So that gives you a grand total of 164 different combinations that you can create using the Scrap Factory program. We are not giving them 164 different single SVG files for them to choose from. They are creating it from the program, from selecting the body, selecting the hair, and selecting the outfit. So you have to think about making things universal. Make those dolls, make those heads, make those hairs all fit together so that it does not matter what combination you use from the body, hair, and outfit, that they'll all fit together. So with this program, you can almost think outside the box a little. Just don't think about making people. You can make animals, you can make Legos. Legos is a great example of how to think about this doll factory. You can pop a head off one of the Legos and put it on a body, and that body has a new outfit, of course, and you got a whole new unique doll. So think outside the box. So what are the benefits of the Scrap Factory program? It's a one program. No, you don't need to maintain any of the files. You don't need to send them all 164 SVGs. The program does it for you. It takes the code that you give me and it stitches it all together based upon the user's selection and spits it out in one SVG file. And of course, one of the benefits of the Scrap Factory is you get to sell and control who has your dolls. So once we get your dolls and we issue you an expansion pack code, we are not selling your dolls. They are not part of our program. You sell it, and then that user now has access to use this program to use your dolls. So in no way is Scrap Factory benefiting from your sales. They just have to have the program, the Scrap Factory program, in order to use your dolls. Okay, so how the process works. So you're gonna send us your patterns, and of course we have a downloaded sample pack that you can follow along with. But you're gonna send us your patterns. You're gonna have one file for the hair. You're gonna have one file for the outfit and one file for the body. Now, like we said before, they should all be universal. So if we were to bring in all 3 of those SVGs, they should all fit together perfectly without having to resize anything. So once you send us your patterns, we're going to strip the code out of those SVG files. If you take your SVG files and you open it up in a text editor, there's code in there. So we're going to strip out the code that we need, and then we're going to upload that into our online database. So once you submit it to us, we're going to upload the source code to our database, and from there we will issue you a unique expansion pack key. Okay? And just because someone has bought Scrap Factory does not mean that they get your expansion pack code. You are in charge of that code. You get to control who gets it, who sells it, whatever. But as long as they have that code, they will have access to your doll patterns. Okay? So that's where you can start selling or giving those away. Okay, so how to submit a file. One of the things that you're going to have to do is you're going to have those individual files. So if we have a hair SVG file, you're going to have the hair laid out in a nice way. You're going to have that body all separated in a nice way, nice layout to present to the user. Okay? And make sure that you size them correctly, like we said before. So if I were to import all 3 of those SVG files, I should not have to resize anything in order to get it to fit together. Okay, and I'm going to show you on this next slide here. So you submit us a file. This is an outfit SVG file. And you can see how nicely it is separated, and you also need to include one that is all pieced together. As you can see, it's missing the face and arms and everything because this is the outfit file only. So make sure that there's one all nicely pieced together, hair, body, all pieced together nicely when you submit your files. All right, so when you upload it, like I said, we're going to strip out all the code that we need for the major sections, body, hair, and outfit, and then we're going to upload that code to the database and then give you a key. Now your expansion pack key that we issue, it's a unique code, so no one will have that code, and it can be as long as you like. You can give me what you would like to have your key be, or I can issue you a random one. And like I said, only those who have your code will be able to use it in their doll creations. And some of you may think to yourself, well, what happens if, can someone else use that code? Well, it's no different than one of your customers sharing an SVG file or emailing it to somebody. It's almost an honor code, and it'd be no different than someone sharing an SVG file that someone emailed. But of course, you can always come up with your terms of use. So you can have a unique terms of use based upon the doll, and that user knows based upon buying it from your website as well as inside the program itself. It will let that user know what the terms of use for your paper dolls are. All right, so here's some ways that you can make money. So Scrap Factory does have an affiliate program, so you can not only make money off the expansion packs, but you can make money off of helping us sell the program. So on our Scrap Factory website, you can go up in there, you can sign up. It's a free sign up, no cost to you, and you can start making commission off selling the program. You can also create your own dolls, sell your own expansion packs. You can do both. You can even offer an incentive. We have a couple of affiliates that offer incentives. If you buy Scrap Factory from me, I will give you an expansion pack code. Okay? So that would be another way to make some money. Now, how many doll sets would you like to see in a set? Well, keep in mind that this is a doll factory. You got to think outside that box. You're no longer thinking one SVG. You want to think universal. So I would say, in order to make an expansion pack set complete, at least give anywhere from 4 to 8 different dolls that they could create based upon your expansion pack. With the basic set that we give with Scrap Factory is you have 8 boys, 8 girls, and we have 8 outfits for each. So that gives us a grand total of 164 different combinations that someone could create. So like I said, think outside the box. All right, so if you have any questions, you can go ahead and shoot me an email, support@-12.com, or you can even schedule a Skype or a Google Hangout, and we can talk the ins and outs, and it's a good way to communicate with you guys and getting feedback. And that way, once you submit me a good file, I can say, hey, yep, that is good, it's great, keep them coming just like you did it. And then you can start making your expansion packs and then getting the full usage out of the Scrap Factory program. I just want to thank you for your time and interest into the Scrap Factory program. So with that, I will entertain any questions that you may have via email or Skype, Google Hangout. Thank you.